Well, in case you don't follow this ball club too closely, Michael Franco is being talked about maybe as a player to watch this year, guys.
He sure is, Matty V. Even though he's already looking like a key contributor, he's still a young player. But most people around this organization...
Settling in now, Michael Franco. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
Hey, let's go, kid.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they finally got back into the win column with a victory last time out, but it had been a long time coming as they'd lost 8 in a row prior to that win.
Yeah, Matty, it was nice to see. This team hadn't been playing well. They've been on a recent losing streak and able to win their last game. Just relaxes everybody. Let's see if they continue that trend today.
The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss, strike one. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, D-Row, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
Franco ahead with a 3-1 count now. He loses him on ball 4. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Franco gets set to start out the inning.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Franco. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. And it's fouled away. Line towards center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. At the plate, Michael Franco. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
Hey, Griffin and Rippin.
He's set. Here it comes. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Let her rip right here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
Pitch. Oh, here we go.
Stays alive, still 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Alfaro finds it. And the throw is in time. Franco is retired and there's 1 away. Well, guys, unfortunately, Franco did not get a lot done at the plate in this game.
You know what, Matty? No, he didn't. And we touched earlier on the vital importance of his contribution to this club going forward. We didn't see it today, boys, but you know what? He's got a ton of talent, and we'll look for him to back it up next game.
you've just joined us, we're in a tightly contested matchup of division rivals that may be headed for a good conclusion. Heidi, tell us more about what's at stake here.
Well, these players know there is no better way for a club to help its own cause than by beating a division rival. I know it is early in the season, but the competitive intensity down here is palpable. These teams don't like each other. Whichever one prevails in this close game is likely going to walk away with a bounce in their step.
And they'll have to finish strong here if they're going to get that done. Thanks, Heidi. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. Now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. This is pulled into right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning. Here's Juan Lagares. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. There's one, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Lagares, base runner at first with 1 out. Drilled to the left side. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit. Lagares blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now a 3-1 game.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
Count is 2-1.
And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch, not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Popped him up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Mets are out on top, 4-1. Digging in, Scott Kingery. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Gene Segura is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He'll come into this one at .328. Still without a home run and 8 runs batted in. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that misses. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Lagares is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And now Bryce Harper. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And very quickly there, they're 2 down to start the inning. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's had some success, 5 for 11. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And this will kick off the base of the wall. The relay. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. And that gets him on the mound. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. The 1-2. Hit hard to short. Lowry's got it. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Gene Segura will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. His past line against Aaron Nola. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Drilled right back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the outstanding outfielder Keon Broxton. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Quinn will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up to bat next, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 2-1. Close, but just off the outside corner. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Striding in once again, Juan Lagares. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. As a look, now the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And a relay home, and he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Here's Robbie Cano now. Cano waits on the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Lagares at second with 2 down, and he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks...
And meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. And now that third base dugout has really come to life. They are not happy about that last pitch. Hard to blame him. And I think it's going to lead to a warning as you see the home plate umpire coming out, and he will indeed issue the warning to both benches.
Yeah, and at this point, the home plate umpire is making it clear to both teams that he's not going to tolerate any back and forth of hitting batters, and nor should he. It becomes a player safety issue at that point, and that always has to be the top priority for any umpiring crew.
0-1 the count. I'm set with the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. He pulls this one into right. Harper will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Philly error, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning stretch. So stepping in, Maikel Franco. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Stepping in, Roman Quinn. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Late that time for a strike. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Popped up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use it.
In 20 at-bats, he's taken him deep once. One ball, one strike to count. Herrera bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-1 now to McCutchen. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
And that misses low and away. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now. And he is in there.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Harper is exactly a .220 hitter, so he'll look to improve on that if he can a little bit here.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies, Rhys Hoskins. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. Throw to first in time. And the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 8th. Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Digging in, Dominic Smith. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
High and deep to left center field. McCutchen going back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Now the relay home. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a ball lined to the left side. Ramos stands at second with 2 gone. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May followers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pulled.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Robert Gesellman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Gesellman, a 6'4" right-hander. He was a 13th round pick back in 2011.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's gone 6 for 10. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double. Standing in, Cesar Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. No one out with a runner at second. This one's flared out toward left. And that's going to fall for a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Lagares is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. So striding in, Roman Quinn. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Grounded back up the middle. Lowry on the move. He has it. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Can't make any headway into it. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Victor Arano enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in his zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Harper looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Row. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
The 1-1. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double. Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Stepping up now, Travis d'Arnaud. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Harper moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Stepping into the box, Keon Broxton. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. First pitch is a changeup high, ball 1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Robert Gesellman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You can see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And this is sent on the ground out to Segura at short. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score. Into the box now, Jeff McNeil. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Hit back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Now batting, Juan Lagares. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
Stepping in now, Robinson Cano, as he'll take a look at ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Liner toward right center. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look at a fine play in right field to get up and pull this one down. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Digging in, Aaron Altair, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Smith will pull this one in over near the first base dugout for out number one. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Lowry's got it. On to first. The Phillies are down to their final out. Gene Segura standing in. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. If you're just joining us, it's been a pitching clinic so far, and in fact we're still looking at a possible shutout in the making. Heidi, what kind of impact does a stellar outing like this have on a club?
Matt, a dominating performance by a starting pitcher can not only take the pressure off the hitters, it also gives some needed rest to the arms in the bullpen. And it's just generally great for team morale. It'd be a real boost for this pitcher's team and his ERA if he can continue blanking the opponent the rest of the way.
Well done, Heidi. I'd say you got the job done there. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Strike one to start the at-bat. A bullet to first base. Throw in behind the runner. Not in time. Here's Nolan Arenado. His lifetime line against Velasquez, just 3 for 14. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. They're still down. It's 2-0. Mike Dunn enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-0 is in off the plate.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
3-0 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
First offering on its way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Scott Kingery will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Got to find a way to get back in his zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Don't want to forget about him. Kingery on at first, nobody out. The payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Aaron Altair will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. From the belt, the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
And this is a case of a hitter's reputation preceding him. The ball was a little dribbler to the left side, but he knew the guy had speed, so he rushed it and ends up unable to make a clean play. That's another example of why speed is such an offensive weapon.
He's set, and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. But I don't think he had designs on even really trying it as he retreats with 2 away now. Here's Bryce Harper now. In terms of the lifetime head-to-head with Mike Dunn, he's got 3 base hits in 21 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Desmond is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Scott Kingery is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. David Robertson is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Striding in, Trevor Story. He got called out on strikes his last time through. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Trevor Story goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. In now, Ian Desmond. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. No balls and 1 strike. Two out, nobody on. Last strike now for Colorado. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Even count of 2-2 to Ian Desmond. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Chris Iannetta would be next. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and standing in now the catcher, Chris Iannetta. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Desmond, the runner at first with 2 gone. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
And fouled away. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Into the bleachers and gone. Raimel Tapia will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And it's quickly 0-2. 2-out, 2-strike offering. Here it is. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is McCutchen. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, Dan, he couldn't seal the deal on the complete game shutout, but it's a victory for the ball club nonetheless.
Yeah, D-Row, and that's what ultimately matters, right? It's always fun to get a CG and blank the opponent, but the bottom line, it was a very good performance out of him, and this team will take that any day of the week.
The Phils find themselves hanging around the 500 mark as we head into May. For a report on their start, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, this group has had some ups and downs in April, so we may not have seen enough yet to know what to make of them. The players are adamant, though, that they can be a lot better than what their current record indicates, and they're determined to get rolling sooner rather than later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now to the plate, Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Diaz is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner. Luis Avilan comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
from the stretch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
One and one. Segura stands at first with one out. Lazy fly ball out to center field. On the move is Lagares. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Paul Sewald
takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Rhys Hoskins is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike, and he's back standing. Segura runs. Hit hard to the right, but foul.
Runner!
He's running again. In the dirt here. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close and preventing the runner from maybe going all the way around to third.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Ball 3-2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
High in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Pat Neshek is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. His career numbers against Pat Neshek, he's 1 for 3. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. The 1-2. Hard on the ground toward short. Segura has it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Here's Jed Lowry now. First delivery to him on the way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. Now another 1-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Digging in once again, Todd Frazier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. The easy way to Hernandez to retire the side. Mets strand one. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jerry's Familia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Striding into the box, JT Realmuto. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Davis is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a tick behind for a strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
1-1 to count. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Hard liner to center field. Lagares is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Maikel Franco. Lifetime against Familia. He's 1 for 4. First pitch on its way. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Familia playing here in his age 29 season. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Philly down to their last strike, and they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2, and with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes, and he fouls this one off.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
And he lays off. Ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Hot shot on the ground is short. Taken there by Lowry. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. So what do you take, if anything, from this one, guys?
Matty, this season is still just getting underway. A lot of these teams haven't really shown us who they are or who they're going to be. And the ones who have begun to do so haven't had enough time to separate all that much from the pack anyway.
Yeah, this was an exciting early season game and a definite boost for the winner. But I don't take too much from these games just yet. Like D-Rose said, teams identify themselves really from this point on.
If you're just joining us, we've got a good one here this afternoon. A nervous fan base hoping upon hope that their guys will come out on top in this game and avoid a series sweep. Heidi, what's the feeling down there?
Quite simply, this series has just not unfolded as these players and coaches hoped that it would. You can sense some anxiety and some urgency in this dugout. They don't want to come away from this series totally empty-handed. They are determined to salvage a win out of this close game. If they do, maybe they can get on a good foot going forward.
All right, sage wisdom there from Heidi. Now in the box, Brian Holiday. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Hit to first. Hoskins gathers it in. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Starlin Castro will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Close, but just off the outside corner. The numbers on the year, 272, 1 home run, and 11 RBIs. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2-0 count. Here it comes. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Sir Anthony Dominguez comes on the pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. John Birdie comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Castro, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
He pulls this one into right. Uh-oh, he missed it. So stepping in, Brian Anderson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Seared down the first baseline. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Fine work there from Teheran Guerrero. Gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Aaron Altair, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Andrew McCutchen is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the seventh. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Batting average down in the low 210s. 2 home runs and 7 driven in. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home seventh.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Gene Segura standing in. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two D-Lo to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance. But you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Granderson is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He swings and misses. Throw down. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is. Andrew McCutchen will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Digging in and looking for more, Curtis Granderson. He'll start us off in the 8th. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called and a questionable first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Now at the plate, Gabby Guerrero. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Didn't stay on top of the slider that time as it misses high. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Stepping up to the plate, Drew Butera, 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Skied into very shallow right. Guerrero has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. At the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
And plenty of room out there for Granderson, and there are 2 away now. So digging in now, Michael Franco. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning. And next to the plate will be J.T. Riddle. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Hoskins has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th. Standing in, Brian Holiday. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Well, and he has some trouble with it, and the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Jorge Alfaro will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
I can't tell you how big a victory this is for this club right now. and they can certainly breathe a sigh of relief as they avoid the sweep.
Yeah, that's good for them, D-Row. Look, you're not going to win every series, but getting swept can really compromise a team's morale. They've avoided that letdown, and they can move on to the next series on a positive note.
We're in a close contest here between division rivals. And guys, do players reach a little deeper in these matchups, or should they maybe? In now is Adam Eaton. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 1 for 4. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And now for Washington, Anthony Rendon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk. Juan Soto to the plate now. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit out towards second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. It's the Phillies 4 and the Nationals 3. Coda Glover will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Digging in to try it again. Bryce Harper, 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Glover certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control he has over that pitch. Might not always know where it's going, and that can make things a little dicey for pitching coaches.
Matty V, well, we're looking for velo. We're looking for velocity. That's what this guy is. But unfortunately, what comes with him is command and control tends to leave him at times. He can get a lot of swings and misses, a lot of strikeouts, but he can also walk a ton of guys.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rhys Hoskins. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Eaton going back. And it's gone as they add still another. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. His second of the game. And it's now 5-3. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters are on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Adams in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Soto is in pursuit, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
In now, Maikel Franco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
1-2 now. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Line drive to center field. There to take it now is Eaton, and the inning is over. Here's Matt Adams now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Striding in now for the Nats, Kurt Suzuki. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's gone 2 for 5. Sir Anthony Dominguez gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And he pops him up here on 0-2 as this is drifting toward the right side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the second out. Now at the plate, Howie Kendrick. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Here's the 1-1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. 3 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nationals gone in order. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. So striding forward now, Odubel Herrera, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. Nick Williams will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand, after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Popped up. Defoe takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Now at the plate, Gene Segura. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Kendrick sprinting after it, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Kyle Bearclaw will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. And now Bryce Harper, mano-a-mano numbers with Bearclaw. He's gone 3 for 4. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. First offering on its way. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. David Robertson comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pitch popped up. Real Muto is under it. 1 away. Into the box, Michael Taylor. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball out of the zone. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Trey Turner. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. No balls and a strike to count. Robertson pauses. 0-1 on its way. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Right side. Hernandez gloves it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him. And the Phillies will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over. So one division rival gets a step up on another in this one, guys.
Yeah, Matty, they do, and that's a lift for them. But, you know, the loser's going to get some chances at revenge because rivals within this division face each other quite a bit.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. 19 times in a season you take the field against teams in your division. So these teams will be very familiar with each other by the end of the season. Let's hope they give us a lot more good games like this one.
And guys, Andrew McCutchen is a guy whose contributions to this team cannot be understated.
100%, Matty. He's not considered a superstar on this team, but he's a veteran and brings a lot to the table. If he could have one of his better years offensively, it's going to go a long way in helping this club get where they want to go. They're going to need him to produce without a doubt.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Adalberto Mondesi. The 1-1 home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is McCutchen. He gets there, and that's the second out. Well, a chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Sel Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10, and I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Oh, big guy. Good pitch, huh?
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another chance. Andrew McCutchen, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
Hey, see you driving. Let's go, big dog.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
One time right now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
3-0 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
3-0. Here it is. 3-1 to him now. Real Muto on third. Williams over at second. Herrera at first. 2 out in the inning. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
Ready with the payoff
right
pitch.
here.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 3-1.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Andrew McCutchen, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning.
Boy, D-Row, this is a spot right now. If you're an offense, you start licking your chops. Pitch count starting to get up into the 5th inning. They could be sitting on some big knocks right here.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. You're looking for something middle of the plate right here. He doesn't have a great feel for his breaking stuff. Maybe he hangs something.
Hey, come on now.
It's one thing to get
right
hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is with.
Let's go. Put a charge into
So
it
it's
right here.
first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Here's the first pitch to him.
Okay, stand up,
the
stand
ground
up,
is
stand
short.
up.
Could this be 2? Back to first, but it's right by him. So that'll go down as an E4. Coming to the plate now,
your pitch
Andrew
coming right here,
McCutchen.
right now.
And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
Down the first baseline.
Hey, keep it going. You're next up there. Need you right now.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Well, we talked about him earlier, so let's recap. McCutchen had a fairly pedestrian night offensively.
Well, he did have the 1 hit, so that's good. We mentioned earlier what a difference this guy can make for this club when he's locked in.
Yeah, Dan, and though he wasn't a major factor in this one, he's going to be just fine. You can't make the highlight reels every night, but he'll have his days, I guarantee it.
The Phillies have had some ups and some downs in the early going this year and find themselves still hovering around the 500 mark. For more on that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, many were expecting this club to be a serious contender this season. Now, there is still time to make that happen, but so far they've been just okay. These players believe they can do better. They know that a strong month of June could find them in the thick of the race, while another stretch of mediocrity could find them drifting out of the postseason conversation. It'll be interesting to see which way it goes.
Thank you, Heidi. So coming to the plate, Travis Shaw, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. Hoskins grabs it cleanly. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Digging in now for the Brewers, Mike Moustakas, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
1 ball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Hernandez is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching as they strand the potential tying run at third. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 8th. Eric Thames is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Digging in now, Andrew McCutchen. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Gone. A range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Gene Segura standing in, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Into the box now, Bryce Harper. He went down on strikes last time up. A ball and no strikes. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swing and a line drive, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First delivery to him on the way, and it's fouled away.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Hits are even at 7 apiece. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies strand. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 0 for 5. Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
David Robertson answers the call from. He'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Here's Ryan Braun now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. And this is swung on and missed on a good pitch, and Braun is gone for out number 2.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
In there, strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Milwaukee, good night. So another game is in the books. Guys, what do you make of where things stand around the league as we head into June?
Matt, we are at the point in the season where certain teams have seized the mantle of front runner. If you are on one of those pace setters, you are looking to keep your stride, and if you're not, then you're trying to keep an eye on who's out in front of you and see if you can either cut into that lead or at least keep pace and not be left in the dust.
Totally agree. This is usually the time when we start to see teams separating themselves a little bit, but there's a lot of season left at the same time.
The Phils are getting a nice test here against a very good team.
Yeah, anytime you play against a division leader, whether in your division or from another one, it kind of acts like a measuring stick for your level of play, because these are the teams you would have to be able to compete with and overcome if you want to make it to the postseason. So even though this is not a division rival, this is a very notable opponent and one that you would feel very good about if you beat them.
First delivery to him on the way to third. Bryant is up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
First offering on its way. Oh, he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
And he fouls this one off. Here it comes on 0-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Here's Javier Baez. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Pereira is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail this one 1-0. Gene Segura standing in. He doubled his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1. The 2-1 home. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. Here's Bryce Harper now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Almora going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Weekly hit to third. Throw to first to get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They lead it 1-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy and go an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll get in at second base.
Gonna have to do it right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit too much run on the sinker that time as it misses off the outside for ball 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. So 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Gets him looking. Strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it. Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
Hit to short. Segura fields it cleanly. And there are 2 away now. Ian Happ will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Late that time for a strike. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Rizzo at second with 2 down. Strike 3, and the potential tying run left on base as the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We've played 8 full. It's the Phillies 1 and the Cubs nothing. Brad Brock enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Cesar Hernandez will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Fouled off. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. 9 homers, 26 RBIs. Now the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Playing 2-2.
The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Three and two now.
3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And this is popped high in the air back behind short. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Scott Kingery. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. JT Realmuto will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1, here it comes.
Ball.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
The count now at 2-2. The 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Now another 2-2. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth. Ready for another shot now, Michael Franco. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-bat.
Line drive to left. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Almora.
Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cesar Hernandez will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Arrieta is ready. Here's the first pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Ball 2.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
There's Segura. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. To short, hit hard. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Ready now, Albert Almora. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-1.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off happening.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Almora leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case,
and he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. So the Phillies get a solid victory here against a very good opponent.
Yeah, and as we were saying earlier, when you beat a division leader, you start to believe that you can be a real contender in October. That is, if you can get there.
Yeah, definitely a confidence-boosting win, 100%. Now this team just needs to figure out what they have to do to work their way into the postseason picture. Whether that's through the wild card or claiming the division, it's all about getting to the dance.